Kinley Hawk, the right-hander, getting the start today for head coach.
Up in the leadoff spot.
And we're underway as Hawk pitches a...
Look at analytics this time of the year, because for me, it's a keep them off balance.
That ball misses outside, so a leadoff walk is issued to Prangy. And that is no one out. Alabama trying to get on the score.
Did some great things. Then you go over to, I think, South Carolina we were covering.
18 and 19-year-olds who are...
It's been, it's been real interesting to see these things and how they pan out for these coaches, especially as you see.
The other way and hits one for Bama, have both reached. So 2 on, no one out. Slow roller right to third. Graff touches man. Still, though, 2 on and 1 out for Alabama.
Played a lot of shortstop, but this year she played a lot of DP. So,
whoa, look at that play. Backhanded stop by Kennedy.
Of this inning.
Cahalan and over at third base, and it will be scored a pass ball. Charge to the Bulldog catcher.
She got a little tangled up there. I don't know if it a little bit.
Dake leads directly to the first run of the ball game. There's a comebacker off the bat of Johnson. Straight back to Hawk.
I see there is maybe commit to that, but nevertheless, it's a great faith in this young freshman.
A highly recruited. The counts quickly 0-2 on a couple. See Fapito. Swing and a miss. First strikeout today for Fouts. Strikeout.
She's right on that. One thing about the freshman is
324 hitter on the year. A right dream come true right there. Brownlee check swing, and we'll do it again. Count remains even. 2-D, an everyday player this year. Don't know if it
good when they played or Clearwater. She did some great things, and she hit 3 home runs in that stretch. So,
State as Emma Broadfoot leads off.
She can spray the ball everywhere. So she doesn't limit herself to just the left side where it
at 2-2. A bit of a tie. We have a 1-0 outcome at the moment as Hawk comes back and gets Broadfoot.
She goes to that small ball real early. She likes to use her legs to get her on
the year. Has been a little
9. She is leading the start 9. It's 7. Coach Patrick Murphy.
That ball off the glove of Graff and getting to first base and making a turn, but deciding to
think. Great effort there by Macy Graff at third.
Like you said, did not waste any time. Throw was high.
Not done yet, though. Now you have Kristen White here, who has
freshman hitter out of Phoenix for the Bulldogs is get out of the inning right here. Flashing bunt and then taking the pitch. 19 hits on the year for White. Now firmly back in the pocket. And that ball is hit down, just foul. Close, and Patrick Murphy is going to argue.
Get back into this at bat and see what you can do.
Swing and a miss, got the strikeout, beautifully done.
Not so great a little bit earlier today and last night. Some rain come in, so credit be out. Golf is at SEC tournament or women's.
In athletics, in some form or fashion, you are busy this weekend. Fapito hits one deep to the track, but tracking it down is Pruitt.
Taco there trying to go over. Nevertheless, great.
He's batting .282 this year. Takes that ball upstairs. And
the one thing that you want to see here is the captain, kind of
like the count. Field going to be caught again by Pruitt. Nicely done on the run. And the right field.
Getting to both of those balls. And
White in center and Johnson in left. That's the Bama outfield. On the infield,
this sophomore from Somerset, Kentucky matchup can get a little bit better.
Hull with 16 hits on the...
Something about her composure in the box where she's like, hey.
The 3-2 put into play, out towards second, scooped up by Dowling and thrown to first in time, and fouled Sasbury.
One thing I can say is Kinley Hawk is doing exactly what she needs to do and settling in. Now with Alabama coming around.
Couple of singles. She has walked one back.
Johnson, he says sometimes she's, kind of timid, but when she trusts her stuff, she's very effective.
And listen, Prangy has 12 home runs. She has 30.
Here, a 1-0 count against Kinley Hawk. And now what you want to Coach Josh Johnson's think, hey, let's make a move.
And got a single her first time up. Hits that one a mile high, shallow and left. Underneath it is Mala'ulu, and she grabs.
Settling under that ball and making sure that Tennessee herself to transfer to Alabama. Hey,
you don't see very many players from Alabama or Tennessee.
I think if you were to watch.
Long ball deep to Kennedy, throw across.
Getting it, going down that line, credit to her.
Any kind of shield or any kind of protection. That ball downstairs, blocked up well by Hull. Runners on in scoring position. The 3-2's outside. Couple of walks this inning, and the bases are long.
You know, kind of had a few holdups past few weeks. I mean,
righty, who is pitching to Jenna Johnson, who takes the ball just a hair.
Now you see Broadfoot up the bat. And
yeah, hits that one high into the air. Should be caught, but also should drive in a run, as Shipman will tag and scores. Or
runs to none. Now 2 outs with Larissa Pruitt up the bat, and see here if her defense can work for her.
There you go, ground ball right out to Barbary, who flips to 5'7" sophomore right-handed hitter. Bad reacted, and again Daniel goes down and walks. Ground ball left side off the glove of Prangy, all the way over to third base goes Barbary.
Absolutely, and one thing here too,
with a 1-0 count, swing and a miss, big cut there from Cook, first time up in the first to lead off the ball game. Fly ball to center field. Grabbing it is White, tagging is Barbary, no throw home.
So great at bat there for Paige Cook and scoring the first run. Now it was
in the first against Fouts. Check swing, ball taken high, count evens up. 1. Nice fight off swing there from the Bulldog. How about that for a freshman?
I mean, it just speaks volumes to what she does.
Runner takes off, throw gets away into center.
It really does, because you put Daniel, a speedy runner, on second, get that runner in.
3-2 pitch, beautiful strikeout as Graff goes down swinging for the second time, off with the left-handed bat.
Very speedy. So if you can get your speedsters on base for the top of your order in Prangy, and you go speed, 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 top of the order. So I'd like to note that Coach Josh Johnson is about to be a doctor. You can count to any given batter. It doesn't matter. Great job there by Reese Burline in getting that done.
White hits one hard right out to Kennedy.
And here, so that's where you got the argument.
Oh, first pitch. Prangy will put it into play, and it's off the glove.
Because it's one hop right to her. That's a routine play, is right to her. She was prepared for it.
That ball lifted out to right field. Cook got a good jump on it, and she
linked on her. She's just outside of the circle.
Ground ball could be 2. Relay will not be in time, but good job.
Keep a runner out of scoring position, but also great hustle by Chloe.
And was her senior year.
17-18, I apologize.
Yeah. Hull hits one shallow and left. We'll finish that thought. That's a flashback right there.
And I just love the creative pitch.
Ground ball stays fair. Going to be a long throw, getting it there just in time is great.
The first out of this half inning. Faith that these coaches have in their freshmen.
That ball hit hard, but way for Alabama on top here in the top of the 5th inning. Dowling hits a lazy fly ball out to right. Cooks underneath it. A bloop single in the 3rd single, and has had no issues since then.
Look at that changeup. Look at the changeup. I mean, Johnson sat back on it and about the 2 freshmen there.
Bama fans here, as expected, these two are geographically than Alabama and Mississippi State, as Kennedy hits one high into the air. Calling for it is Johnson, and the
timely hit her last at bat, so her up to bat and sees the first strike. Oh, Anthony, I thought that was coming towards us.
Hey, listen, 1 and 2. Daniel, as you mentioned, Charlie, had a big single. Swing and a miss. Boy, Fouts, good job that time with a strike down in the zone game. And her team on top by 2. 3.
There it is. There.
Thank you.
Thank you. Allie Shipman was the run she scored that was on third.
Ground ball.
Say fairly routine, and sometimes it's the fairly routine ball here. You see this bunt from her.
Bunt laid down by Pruitt. A good one. Throw to first is not in time. Pruitt. Try to kick save there. Downstairs, count evens up. Good take by Hevelin. Ball away from walking the bases loaded with no
Third, because at first.
Ball, hot shot. Tag is made. Flip to second, not in time. Lead runner, though, Giles is retired. Alabama now will use a pinch hitter. Clearly, Charlie would love to get at least one insurance. With runners on at first and second, ball is fouled off. Hensley will stay alive.
By Hensley knowing that, you know, this could possibly.
Let's see. Nope.
It was not. But I wanted.
It's effective, though.
It's very effective. Great job there by Reese Burline and getting out number 2.
2 gone now with still 2 on. And the very
great job for them to get in the scoring position for a very dangerous hitter, as you mentioned, in Ashley. Love to see our freshman go right at Ashley Prangy here as she.
Been calling for it now for a while. There it was. Oh, she just got a piece of it. Spoiled it. Nice job. You throw the drop ball down and in, and she lines it. But they lead 3-1.
Last year you had, fortunate for Coach Ricketts, she has a, here we go, coming in. The one thing last year she had, I mean, great, nothing more than to repeat what they did last year and upsetting the 2 seed in Florida.
14 times in her previous.
Danielle Laurie, I mean, just some great players.
Ground ball to third base, picked up by Prangy and thrown across to Broadfoot.
You see Landers here, maybe she's like, all right.
In those 80 at-bats, 25 hits, 8 runs driven in. The strikeouts have been so 7 extra base hits. That ball lifted down the line in right, foul, and just outside.
Again, I rave again about the hustle.
The top batting average. Hits one high into the air. Should be caught, though, and will be caught. Couple of steps in front of the track by Pruitt.
Cahalan on a day.
And have control of this ball game from the get-go.
Absolutely, and the one thing you see.
Against the freshman Burline, one of her better out. 1 for 3 at the plate today. That changeup just missed. Good take, a tough take.
What you want to see there is just a pitch.
Shipman shows bunt, lays it down. Beautiful bunt, fair ball. Ace again with no one out.
This not have been the best there, but somebody to know what's going on.
And there's a bunt again, fair ball. Almost said on the afternoon. It's early evening.
Effective can she be in mixing her pitches here to possibly get Jenna Johnson?
1 and 2 the count.
And
forward since the 3rd inning between the shortstop and Tits for Jenna's bunt, then brings back the bat, swings away, lifts one right out to Barbary at second base, who makes
SEC game. We'll see what you can do.
One high into the air. St. Clair underneath it, and she'll squeeze it for out number 3. She has gone the distance in this one. 6 innings, 3.
I won't say early on, kind of mid game. She kind of gave a few hits. On Kentucky, Gatorade Player of the Years. Played on elite travel ball teams. You love.
And Hole with a really good at bat. The tying run now in the on.
Good quality at bat there by Riley Hole. Now on to a veteran.
Work. They're back and gone. And we have a run ball game as Ken Dowder to left field. And they've sliced the Crimson Tide lead.
Now, or you can say it's a little bit more elevated. Here we go.
Back-to-back 50. Some high drama right here. Just gets the ball past her. Boy, McKenna.
Great outing there from Montana Fouts. Get it, got a little chip.